This press conference is concerned with the challenges and problems facing Wajir people by not having one center of power. Yeah? We want to clarify today, and we have clarified before, that there were several court orders that were issued and were not honored. This is impunity of the highest order. Previously, the last 3 or 4 court orders were issued by one judge. But because the matter was really weighty and serious, the CJ decided to appoint 3-judge bench at Meru. So yesterday, this bench met, and we are going to give you the verdict of what they said. So let me start reading the press statement. Members of the press, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. I thank the Almighty Allah who has given us this opportunity to meet once again with the Kenya press. First and foremost, for the 4th time, the court issued an order reaffirming the previous orders. This court that has reaffirmed the previous orders is the one I've just said, the 3-judge bench which sat in Meru High Court yesterday. And it said that I shall continue to be in office to execute the powers and functions of the governor of Wajir County as prescribed by the law until the petition is heard and determined. Yesterday evening at around 6:30 p.m., as I said earlier, at Meru High Court, the 3-judge bench gave clear direction on the matter that was before them and ordered that on the extension or clarity of the orders of 18th May 2021, and it said, we say that we see from the record that those orders were issued pending the inter-parties hearing of the application dated 18th of May 2021 and were confirmed to be in force on 24th of May 2021. Those orders remain in force. That is the orders that were issued on 18th, reconfirmed again on 24th, and now it is being reconfirmed for the 3rd time by 3-judge bench. The import of this order is that the entire findings and resolution of the Senate to remove me from office was rendered ineffective, inapplicable, and non-operational. As such, anything done pursuant to the resolution of the Senate of 17th May 2021, including the purported swearing in of the Deputy Governor as the Governor of Wajir, and any function performed thereof is null and void and is of no effect, and indeed it is a contempt of court. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to remind you on the several court orders issued which were not obeyed. Specifically, the orders issued on 18th, reaffirmed on 24th of May, which were referred to by the judges and remain in force. I'm afraid the continued disobeying of court orders in this matter will culminate to anarchy and lawlessness. Last night, we were seeing and watching through the social media that the people in Wajir were in the streets, full of joy, hope, and renewed faith. That is on hearing yesterday's judgment. They welcomed the decision of the court. Ladies and gentlemen, I won the confidence of the people of Wajir during the 2017 general election, and I am happy that they have reaffirmed their confidence in my leadership, as evidenced by their celebrations last night. And I pledge once again to be the governor who seeks not to divide, but to unify them, and that is what my administration will be all about, as evidenced before. In conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, my appreciation goes to the judges who have repeatedly sustained directions on the matter of my impeachment all the times. Indeed, this is true testimony of administration of justice and fair hearing. I also wish to offer special thanks to the Council of Governors for their support throughout the process, and my advocates for their zeal, dedication, and patience in seeing through our success in all the stages. With you. First of all, if there is no law and order in a country, then that country will go to the dogs. Yeah? So, for us to have law and order, there must be systems, there must be organizations, entities that are required to keep law and order. Those who are supposed to enforce the law, those who are supposed to, like the judiciary, their role is to ensure that court orders are obeyed. If somebody or entity or group of people decide not to obey court orders, then that amounts to contempt of court. In fact, what you said, if this court order, now this is the fourth or third time, is not obeyed, then definitely we will again go to court and have those people arrested, because the Constitution and our laws are very clear. Nobody can, just disobey a court order. If court orders are not respected, you want to say that the High Court is not a Kenyan court. Three-judge bench is not a Kenyan court. The Meru court, is it a Kenyan court? I mean, if we go to that direction and start implementing court orders selectively, then I'm afraid this country will fall apart.
The Mzee is a senior politician and has always exercised caution and has always acted on the side of the law. Otherwise, the people of Wajir are very angry with what has happened and are surprised why the Mzee is not coming to Wajir. But we don't want to cause clashes, as the intention for this process was to cause clashes between communities in Wajir. That was the whole intention towards the election. And we do not want to play into their game, because it's very simple for us to go to Wajir and make the masses move against the people, the decision. But we don't want to cause clashes, as we know politics is coming nearer. The second thing I want to point out is that it is not the government that is not observing the court orders. We know the person who's abusing his office. The person who's abusing his office and he is from Wajir. He is the Deputy IG, Nur Gabu. He comes from Wajir. He has an interest in this political conflict. And he's even using an inspector of police who comes from Wajir. And he is called Mohamed Mohamud. He's an AP officer, an inspector of police of AP. He's attached to KRA. And he says, I am instructions from Gabu to barricade the governor from his office. I mean, this is an impunity by AP administration officers, not known to the higher officers. So if they want to make this country, if Nur Gabu wants to make this country a banana republic, then the president must take note. The IG must take note. He's a civil servant, and he should follow the court order. We have served the IG's office, and we will again serve the IG's office today. We have information that he's only using the administration police wing of the police force. It's not known to the ordinary police, who are the law enforcement officers that we have known. So this is not right. He's from Wajir. He has a direct interest in this political contest, and therefore should keep off. Otherwise, he'll be responsible for what happens in Wajir when we get to Wajir, and we'll get to Wajir.
I guess you have heard what the governor has said, and as people from Wajir, we stand by him 100%. This is a governor who won almost 50,000 votes from Wajir County. And the MPs we are talking about who did all these problems and who caused all these problems, and the MCAs, all of them, if you add them up, don't even have 40,000 votes. Yes. Now you can imagine what kind of mandate do they have to do this and to do what they're doing. Today I picked up a saying by former President of the United States, Abraham Lincoln, and I will quote what he said. You can fool all the people sometime, and some of the people that all the time, but you cannot fool all the people all the time. That's by Abraham Lincoln, former President of the United States, who was a great leader. Now I'm telling the guys who did this, the MPs from Wajir, and I know, plus the CAS, who is a civil servant, it's not good to mingle in the business of politics when you work for the government. The politicians who have done this, who are behind this program, have gone to a menopause. I believe it's their time for them to exit. You know what menopause is? When you politically go to political menopause, means you need to exit the place. So these are people who have done bad things in Wajir and will not forgive them. And I believe the law will be followed and all the court orders will be followed. And His Excellency Mohammed Abdi will go back to Wajir. And then let's see what they can do. One thing that I can promise you, they may not have any more office as we go back to Wajir, because people of Wajir have had it, and we don't want any more people who are doing cartel work. These are cartels, these are mafias, these are rumamangers who cause problems. Back in the days 2013, 14, 16, they have done the same thing to Governor Ahmed Abdullahi. Now they are doing to Governor Mohammed Abdi. Tomorrow they will do to another guy. No more moving around with our people in Wajir, and we tell them clearly, if you come to Wajir, you will face the fate.